y'all. How you doing? I know it's 6 o'clock on a Thursday afternoon. But listen, I wanted to go live because we got finally got Zane signed up for or not signed up for, but we finally got the hold on a second, y'all. So we finally got the FLVS stuff that we needed, right? It's in order to get him started. Because, a lot of us, especially locally, I know a lot of people didn't make decisions as far as what their kids were going to do, um, whether they were going to do through the district virtual, they were going to do brick and mortar, they were going to do Florida virtual school, which is FLVS here in Florida. They got all kind of programs these days that you can do virtually from home. So we have to be careful and mindful of what we're picking as far as curriculums, as far as the teachers, different things like that, just because of Zane's exceptionalities. So anyway, we decided on Florida virtual school. Well, we didn't sign up till the 30th, so he just got everything started where we can log in and all of the information we need. And he's doing FLVS full time because I need the structure myself. But we're just waiting now to be able to get into one more part once they finalize everything. And then we'll be able to do that. But his teacher, she called today. We had our own call. He is in Miss Wilmore's class. And we had a phone call. She asked about Zane. We were looking on the website for Florida Virtual School. Guys, this is so well organized. Let me tell you something. Anyone that knows me knows that my mind, I am one of those people that once I have something that is not figured out or not planned or not scheduled, I don't let up until I figure it out. Hey, Lexus, how are you and the family? So, when I was looking on Florida Virtual School, guys, I am so impressed. Like, it is like organized. Like I was telling Julian before we could get the access to everything, I was just telling him today that I needed a binder for each subject. And then I want a schedule of like each week. And then per week, I'll do what we're going to do Monday through Thursday for each, or Friday. We even do school on weekends around here, at least an hour or two every morning, because Zane needs a schedule. So even once school starts, we in school 7 days a week around here. We on vacation, we do something in the morning when he gets up because we have to keep his mind. That's just right now, that's what's best for Zane. Anyway, guys, they already got the stuff ready to roll. Like all of his subjects, they got these little reading things, all of this stuff of sight words. Like, I'm so excited. Like in kindergarten at Stark Elementary, look, they sent home 100 sight words. Y'all understand? They sent home just a list of 10. Look at this. Look at this. This is it. Once we get these done, then we get to move on to the next list. Look, I like that type of stuff. That works for me. But it is so organized, y'all. I was so nervous because, listen, I'm organized. I like things in order, but look, I'm not a teacher. I have 10 plans and a backup plan for each of those 10 plans in case they fall through. However, I'm not a teacher. I mean, look, I just am not. Okay, so Zane has, anybody knows me know I'm not a teacher, and y'all all know why. But Zane has 4 classes. So he had ELA, social studies, science, and math, right? And then he got to pick 2 electives, and we picked PE and Spanish, right? So it's going to be really fun. Spanish is going to be really good for Zane. I know that Zane has expressive language disorder. However, I don't think that will prevent him from being bilingual, right? I mean, of course, there'll probably be a learning curve and a way we have to go about teaching Zane, but English is Julian's second language. He knows Spanish. So if I believe we could teach Zane, and I believe Zane can be bilingual. So it's going to take a little more because of the expressive language disorder, but he can do it. And I believe that. And we're going to make that happen. So that is the electives we picked. Zane likes to be a little wiggly. You know, he has ADHD combined. So he needs that break. So PE is a great extra class for him. So, and we can incorporate his PT in with his PE. So like the stretches he has to do, you know, because he still is not at neutral. Even though he's wearing his braces more, he's still not at neutral with his knee bent. Or is it with his knee straight? Anyway, whichever way is not neutral. So we have to get him to neutral. So we have to work on this stretching. And, you know, that's difficult with his sensory issues. So, you know, it's a process, but there's nothing he can't do. And then looking at this format for Florida Virtual School, this is well planned, well thought out for kindergarten. So I can't imagine how planned and it must be for older kids, you know, like in high school and stuff. No wonder Jonathan was able to do FLVS. Javier did FLVS with no issues because it is so well planned. I mean, there's no need for any issues with FLVS. I don't know if FLVS Flex is as organized and planned, but definitely FLVS full time is going to be nice. So all I have to do now is print out the stuff for the week or any extra practice work we find he needs. They even have like pre-assessments. Like, I love the idea of that because the truth is every child learns differently. And you have to know where their strengths and weaknesses are in order to teach them properly. So I am so excited. And then, you know, I got Roslyn on the team. So I'm gonna have her. He got this IEP. I'm gonna let her look at it so she can guide me in what they think he needs, and as far as like teaching and in the classroom portion of stuff, because I don't, you know, I'm pretty tough, right? Like I be fuss and drill sergeant set. That's just the way I do things. But there's a certain, I don't want to not give Zane enough of what he needs to learn, but I don't want to help him so much that I hinder him. So I'm going to ask those that I know that I am blessed with to have in my life so that they can help me, because God has blessed us with a team. Listen, y'all, Zane have a whole team. We have a support team. Zane has a support team. Zane is loved even by those that aren't able to see him regularly. Listen, guys, Zane has such a support system. He is so blessed, you know, and because of that and his personality, Zane is going to be so successful, you know, and we're so excited about those things. But I really wanted to just jump on here really quick and talk about Florida Virtual and how impressed I am at this point with his teacher, with the way the program itself is set up, right? Florida Virtual School. The curriculum seems to be really fun, and where Zane is able to, you know, follow along and engage. But, and we just did the recorded stuff. We ain't even done it with the live teacher yet, so that's going to be even better. Then On top of that, we were looking at some of the stuff that they have in the resource, the family resource, and some of those things. Zane was like, "Oh, I did that. Oh, I did this. I remember this from Miss Diaz's class, right?" He remembers it from kindergarten. So last year. So yes, it is so nice to know that their help is there, that the structure is there. Here locally in Bradford County, I really think that that is what is missing. There is no structure, organization. There's no concern. I don't know, but it's a lot missing, right? So, yes, I am loving it so far. And our first class is Monday. We did the online stuff, and they're going to accommodate Zane's therapies because Zane goes to therapies twice a week to PT and OT, and then he is also getting ready to start speech and language. However, after talking with his teacher, like I said, classes don't even start till Monday. But after talking with his teacher, she already reached out to the principal and we put our brains together. He's just going to actually, he'll only miss some of Thursday's class, not Monday or Tuesday, because he could just take the laptop with our hotspot and do it in the car, live with his teacher on Mondays on the way to therapy. So he'll only miss like 15 minutes of class on Mondays, none on Tuesdays. And then on Thursdays, he'll be able to do some of the class in the car, but not the whole class. But he won't miss that much. So he'll get some interaction and the teacher can, do what she needs with him and we can schedule any extra time or, whatever. They have a reading coach. It's like a whole team for kindergarten. I love it because Zane really struggles with ELA in reading because of the expressive language disorder, and they're looking at dysgraphia to see if he has that as well right now. So yeah, it affects that part of it really good. So a lot. So we have to figure all of these steps out in order to be able to make sure we're giving Zane all he needs to learn the best way he learns. But man, it is so great. I know I feel really sorry for those friends of mine who locally have picked the district stuff and things just aren't going, smoothly. But I encourage you just to be patient and do what is best for your kids. And Florida Virtual has a flex that is open all year. So, maybe that's an option if you're still having trouble with the the district stuff. I really hate to say that, because our district could use the funds. I don't know how many of you know a lot about Bradford County School District, but you can look it up. But it really could use the money, and they get extra funds for Zane because of his exceptionalities. But they didn't offer me anything that I even felt comfortable with just reading. I'm so glad we picked Florida Virtual full time. I mean, it's going to be a lot of work, but teachers work, right? But listen, y'all, I'm going to tell y'all something I don't understand. Oh, y'all teachers, my teacher friends. Y'all see, I'm trying to play with my hair, figure out what I'm going to do with it. If I'm going to cut it back off or keep it, sorry. But y'all, this stuff is emails all day. Like, man, hell, how y'all teaching and answering all the emails? This is ridiculous. Oh, God. And I couldn't imagine. That's how I feel. And it's just one teacher, right? And FLVS, right? It's just one teacher I got to deal with. That teacher got to deal with however many of us. Oh, no, baby. I am not. No, all these damn emails, y'all. Are you serious? Like, there all these emails that they want you to send, not just read their emails, but they want replies. Child, I be tired. I be looking at. I told his teacher today, I don't look at my emails but like once a day. Text me, honey. I don't be wanting to answer all them emails. Y'all, I be keeping it short and sweet. I might send her the bullet point questions. I don't know. It just all these emails during the day, right? Then you got to look at the lesson plan, teach them, print out stuff. All of this, this too much, and I'm not getting paid. Y'all, we should get paid. DeSantis and them need to figure out a way to pay us parents that especially having to homeschool. Y'all, we ought to get a check. This is a lot of work. It's a lot of work. And even with the FLVS full time, it's a lot I got to do. It's a lot Julian got to do because he is the administrator, right? He handle all the we got this broke down. Let me tell y'all how we running the Acosta school for children. Julian is the administrator, HR, and technical support. I am the structure liaison, teacher, and just try to figure out stuff. That's my job. Some are gonna help teach. She gonna teach probably social studies and science, right? Then, cause she home, cause FAMU is doing online classes. But listen to this, y'all. She's supposed to graduate in December, but it don't look like she gonna be able to because she need these labs that they not gonna offer. So she got to take biochem too, but ain't no lab. Anyway, so she gonna be here teaching Zane while she work and do her own schoolwork. She gonna help with Zane. And then you know, I can help with the reading and math. It's a teamwork around here. Jonathan gonna be probably teaching him math. You know, Jonathan's pretty good with math. And then, you know, Julian will be the PE teacher. So look, it's teamwork around here. And that's what it's gonna take. It take a village, y'all, and it takes patience and kindness. Ooh, and lots of energy. Y'all, I'm tired already by the end of the day. But yeah, there's some stuff. But he only got to have classroom class 3 days a week. So that's pretty good. That's better than 5 days a week brick and mortar. Plus, that may work out better. This schedule, this type of schedule, may work out better for Zane because then we can break it up. Because sometimes with his ADHD combined, which don't get me wrong, Zane has never had any classroom issues, any behavior issues. He has been blessed to have great teachers in pre-K and in kindergarten last year, where the teachers understood that sometimes he just had to get up, walk across the room, and then come back to his seat. Not all teachers would appreciate that happening in their classroom, but we were lucky, and Zane ended up with those type of teachers. So, but we're able to break it up more than him being in the classroom for 6 hours a day, which was a concern of ours with brick and mortar. Not just my immune system. However, Zane and the things that they were taking out that they're not going to be able to do or limiting, or they have to do a certain way, that stuff just would not work for Zane, you know. And so we made the choices that were best. But, you know, we'll be able to break it up, you know, like when he has his days on Monday, Tuesdays, and Thursdays, then we can do PE, in the afternoon. And we can mix it up and do different things. So it's going to be good. I'm really excited. I decided what I'm going to do is I'm going to just go live um, on my schedule, but also just do little like pop-ups, right? Like talk about certain things that are going on. Something else I wanted to talk about is the elections, right? They just happened. Not the primaries, the elections that just happened. There were people that were not aware why they were voting or what this vote was as opposed to what we'll be voting on in November. That's kind of crazy to me. I think there should be a class you have to take to be a registered voter. I believe you need to understand how to find the information you need to be an informed voter. I don't think you should be able to vote simply because you're not a felon and you're a U.S. citizen and you're 18. You should have to understand like how it works. Like you don't need to understand like you got to vote this way or that way, but you need to understand how it works. Why there is this election we just had and then the election that'll be again in November. You should understand that. You should understand why the different levels of how it works, right? I mean, there's just different things, the different, you should understand the judiciary. You should know the difference in Congress and the Senate. I don't understand. I don't even know what I'm trying to say, but I do know and I do believe that the lack of understanding is the reason why we got the choices we got for some of these offices. I mean, all the people in America. And I look at some of these elections and be like, these are choices? How did we get to that when there's so many people in America? It's a little crazy, y'all. Really think about that. We had Donald Trump or Hillary Clinton. Now we got Donald Trump or Joe Biden. Are y'all? These are the options in America. I'm just saying. How is that feasible, right? Like, how are those our options, people? Man. I just think about that. Local elections. I'm looking at some of these local elections and I'm like, these are our choices. It's a little crazy and it's concerning. But then it's more concerning that the people that are voting aren't educated. They're voting because they feel like they have to vote Democrat or they have to vote Republican. Do people even really know how to research a candidate? Like, do you know how to look at how they vote? What they voted, if they already are in this seat, in this position that they were voted into? How do they vote, right? Like, how do they vote? Like, I've seen people talk, and I don't really know much about the cat lady for Congress. What is her name? I don't anyway. Anyway, I seen a thing on What's Shady Bradford where they were talking about her. And they were talking about didn't Ted Yoho get rid of her? But my issue with that is Ted Yoho doesn't support her. We should probably vote for her because listen, Ted Yoho didn't see the necessity in voting that lynching was a crime, a hate crime. Are you serious? Lynching should be a felony, and he didn't want to vote that. That's murder. And he was not for voting that way. I shared that on my page when it occurred. So I'm just saying, maybe the fact that she's not in Ted Yoho camp is a good thing. I don't know why she's not. I didn't even look at it yet, but just something I saw, and I'm thinking about that. Do you people who are saying Ted Yoho doesn't like her? That might be a positive, right? Because I don't know that Ted Yoho has my best interest. Because lynching should definitely be a felony, and it should be a hate crime. Why wouldn't it be, right? But he voted for it not to be. Facts. Look it up. So I'm not with that. So I don't know much about this cat person, but the fact that Ted Yoho doesn't like her might be a good thing. So I'm just saying, are you educated about, or are you just saying I'm not voting for her because Ted Yoho didn't like her? Well, Ted Yoho not liking her is a positive in my book, or her not liking Ted Yoho, right? If they fell out, however they fell out, it's a good thing, I think. Why would anybody vote for Ted Yoho? He's obviously a bigot. But, I don't know what they gonna do, how they gonna do it, but people really need to be educated. Because, listen, there are lawyers, doctors, politicians, um, police, all of these people on Facebook and on social media. I mean, y'all people know everything, but do you really know anything? Because then you have people like the guy running against this local superintendent posting, I know y'all are asking why I'm not on the ballot, but I'll be on the ballot in November. Get out and vote. What do you mean why wasn't he on the ballot? There's no run. I don't understand. You should understand that if you're voting. I mean, I don't know. Y'all got to do better. It's a little crazy. But you need to vote. Listen, get out and vote, right? Voting is important. Get out and vote. So let me tell y'all something. Went out with Summer today, right? We had to go to Winn-Dixie for her to get what she cooking for dinner. And so she had her playlist on. They love to cut their playlist on in my car, y'all. Like I gotta listen to their stuff, their music. Anyway, why KRS-One in her playlist? Black Cop, to be exact. So I asked her if she had listened to the lyrics, right, to that song. Seeing it was in her playlist, I figured she had heard it, right? And she was like, yeah. I said, so now you know why they call him the prophet, right? Y'all know they call him the prophet of hip hop. KRS-One, if y'all don't know. Anyway, she was looking at me. I told her she ain't really listening to them lyrics for Black Cop. Y'all might want to go listen to it if you want to. It's KRS-One, Black Cop. Anyway, but yeah, y'all know they call him. Y'all might not know, but I know. Anyway, but child, I be loving that my children are listen to all types of stuff. Some even listen to country music. I don't know why, but she listens to country. When I say country, I mean like real country. I guess I don't know. There's a difference, but she listens to it, and yeah. But she listened to Nina Simone. She listens to all kind of stuff, y'all. Summer is my music girl. She love it, all types of music. But yeah, so that's all that's going on. I'd have been on here a little while. I just was coming on. Y'all see this late? Come on, share, 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 share. Y'all share my videos. Come on, y'all help me. Real life talk with April. But that's what's going on in my real life right now today. Zane and get his FLVS going. That's how positive. That's how it's looking from this end. Yeah, You guys have a great evening, and I will see you in a day or two.